All right. And there's Mr. Coots. Hi. Great. See, you messed up. Everybody has been wearing purple. All the guys have on purple ties or something. You and Travis do not. I don't know what, you didn't get the memo. Oh, and now Daniel. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 2763D, State of Texas versus Jose Jared Soto Victorino. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Megan Enriquez and John Coots for Jose Soto Victorino.
All right. And are you Mr. Soto Victorino?
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry for not rolling my R's. I'm just not able to do that, but I'm working on it. We have the interpreter here. Could you raise your hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Cesar Chavez, license number 2203.
All right. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe we have.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Victorino, all the documents that I'm going to go over with you are in English. Were those documents explained to you in Spanish?
Yes.
All right. And defense, were you able to explain the documents to him in Spanish?
Yes, Your Honor, and the actual paperwork was done through the translator.
All right. And there are no applications?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Victorino, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're going with the lesser included offense of kidnapping.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Victorino, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping? That is a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
Defense, would you like to address that issue?
Yes, Your Honor. The court appointed an immigration attorney from the public defender's office. She has met with him, I believe, 3 times. She met with him back in July. She met with him by video visit yesterday. And today she presented him with the Padilla letter that she reviewed with him through the interpreter. He's aware of all of the immigration consequences. We've discussed them at length. I've discussed them with him. I've discussed them with his family. And he's discussed them with the immigration attorney. He understands that after his sentence is complete, he will be transferred to immigration custody and likely be deported. He has no intent to return to the United States. He intends to return to his home country of Mexico, and he has no intent to ever return to the United States, and he understands he won't legally ever be able to do so.
Right. Mr. Soto Victorino, did you hear what your attorney just stated to the court?
Yes.
Did you understand what she has stated to the court?
Yes.
Is what she stated to the court your understanding or your immigration consequences?
Yes.
After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor. We just respectfully ask the court to follow the plea bargain agreement that we've reached with the state.
All right, the court will find you guilty of kidnapping, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2023 CR 2764D, and there's to be no illegal reentry into the United States. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. We can go off the record. Mr. Victorino, how old are you? 22. All right, Mr. Victorino, let me just tell you something. I read the police report and everything. In this world, you're going to find that you cannot build your happiness, your financial success off someone else's misery. And it appears from reading things, that's what you were doing. You were doing that with people who were hoping to come to the United States, and you were building your happiness off their misery. In this world, I've discovered on my short time on the planet, even though I'm in the twilight of my life, it's still a short time on the planet. Karma does exist. And what you were doing, I don't think you would want somebody to do that to your relatives, would you?
No.
All right. Is your mother still alive?
Yes.
Is your father still alive? Do you love your parents?
I love him.
Oh, do you love them very much? Would you do anything for them?
Yes.
Do they live here or do they live in Mexico?
In Mexico.
How would you like for somebody to take advantage of your mom and dad the way you were taking advantage of people bringing them here? Would you like that?
No.
And see, you know what? If somebody were to do that to your mom and dad, guess what they would be doing? They would be building their happiness of your mother and your father's misery. Life is short for everybody. So do not go through life hurting other people. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And do not come back to the United States unless you're back here legally. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Going to be an application or no?
No application, Judge.
Is your client a U.S. citizen or no?
It's not, Your Honor.
All right. Has he already talked to immigration?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Court is calling 2021 CR 5521, State of Texas versus Honor Aguilar. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Orlando Way for the defense.
And are you Mr. Aguilar?
Yes.
All right. We have the interpreter who's been working all day here. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm that you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English? So help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
All right. You could lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Cesar Chavez, license number 2203.
All right. Counsel, do you speak Spanish?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you speak Spanish fluently?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you able to go over all of these documents with your client in Spanish?
I was, Your Honor.
Mr. Aguilar? All of the documents that I'm going to review with you are in English. Were those translated to you in Spanish?
Sí,
Yes.
And did you understand all of the documents?
sí.
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Aguilar, did you review a document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Sí.
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, ma'am, we are, Your Honor.
Mr. Aguilar, did you review a document with your attorney entitled Court Admonishments?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Sí.
Yes. Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
No.
All right, counsel, would you like to address on the record the issue of citizenship?
Yes, Your Honor. We have spoken extensively that immigration has gotten a hold of him. There is currently an ICE hold, so he will be deported at the conclusion of this case, especially because we pled guilty to crimes involving moral turpitude.
All right. Mr. Aguilar, have the immigration consequences been explained to you?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. After reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
This is the court follows our agreement.
All right. Court will find you guilty as previously stated. The court will sentence you to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 670151, and you're to forfeit the weapon in 670151. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Aguilar, you're here because of your actions. If you have a drug problem, you will no longer be able to have that drug problem taken care of in the United States. So methamphetamine is not a good drug to be taken. I always tell people who will sell you drugs, they're not approved by any administration. They're not approved by the FDA. Their whole job is, let me sell drugs, let me make my profit and move on to the next person. You don't want to be the person that somebody's trying to identify. You don't want your parents to have to identify you because maybe you got a bad drug or maybe you overdosed. Do you understand?
My name is Happy. I upload courtroom video for education purpose. This video may contain copyrighted works not specifically authorized for use, but believed in good faith to be protected by the fair use doctrine under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.